In this lesson, we are going to be talking about absolute value function and how to find the range of absolute value function using graph. Now, absolute value function is of the form f of x equal the absolute value of x. How do we sketch the graph? We have our axis, our x-axis, and our y-axis. Absolute value function has this V-shaped curve. For absolute value, it either opens upward or opens downward. Now, if the function is positive, like we have here, is going to open upward. If it's negative, it's going to open downward. But let's start with writing the range of these functions. Since here is the origin, we can say that the range is from 0 to infinity. Now let's take a few examples. If we have, let's have another example here where f of x is equal the absolute value of x minus 2. Let's take another one that our f of x is equal minus absolute value of x. And the third one here we have that our f of x is equal minus the absolute value of x minus 2 plus 3. Now let's begin to plot the graph of these functions. In the first example, we see that the function is positive, but the y value is minus 2, meaning if we have this x-axis and our y-axis, minus 2 will be downward somewhere here. Let's take that our minus 2, it's somewhere here. And because the function is positive, the V shape is going to open upward. So we are going to have something of this nature. Now, if we are to write the range, is going to be that our range, remember this is, it extends to infinity, will be from minus 2 to infinity. Now, let's take the second one where the function is negative. Simply the graph we open downward. The curve V shape will open downward. So we have this. Now, how do we write the range here? The range will give us, since this is 0 and this is our negative infinity, and we'll write from the lowest to the highest. So we are going to have from negative infinity to 0, which is our range. Let's take the third example. For the final one, we have that the function is negative, meaning that the curve is going to open downward. And secondly, our y value is 3, so it's going to be 3 unit upwards on the y-axis. But we see that our x value is 2 from here, x minus 2. Let's say equal 0, so that our x will give us 2. So we'll see our x is 2. How do we now sketch the graph of this function? If we have our x-axis, our y-axis, and we have our negative infinity, okay, 3, let's take 3 to be somewhere here. let's take our 3 to be somewhere here on the y-axis, and we have that our x is 2, meaning we can have our 2 somewhere here. Now, this is the point of intersection, right? This is the point of intersection, meaning this is from where our V shape will take its origin. We are going to have that our range will be, so since it extends to infinity, we are going to start to write from infinity, from negative infinity to 3, which will give us the range of this function.